Hi guys, it's Mel here from Mel W Scrapping. I'm here today to bring you a layout that I am going to pop together for, I'm going to play along with Janet and MK with their Colour Craze series that they do. So this month, make sure that's in screen because I just moved that down. This month they are picking mood boards and taking colours from those mood boards. So their first one was yesterday and I not only forgot, but I was out all day and literally fell asleep straight after tea. I took my daughter out for a girls' day out, seeing as it's the school holidays, and we did mini golf, you name it, we did it. Let's just move that down so it's right for me, and I'll pop this correct on here. Now, so what I've done is I'll pop the mood board up in the left-hand corner for you guys. And you'll notice that it is a bunch of flowers in a vase on a background that is wood grained, but we has colours on the background, a bluey ochre colour, excuse me. Now, what I've done is I had this wood grain paper that I actually didn't like the colour of it, but it's a brownie colour. And so all I did is I got my inks. I wanted to try this out. I did this before I came on screen because I really wasn't sure how it was going to work. I've distressed all around the outside, as you could tell with the rips. So I'm kind of getting into distressing a little bit more. I just grabbed my ink pads and went like that, right? So I started off with peacock feathers. I then went over it with uncharted mariner, then the prize ribbon, and then I went over it with saltwater taffy, which is the exact colour of those flowers in the vase. And what I'm doing is I'll do some splatters at the end. That seems to be. I grabbed out my orange scrap bag, right? And I wanted to find the peaches. So I went through and found some peach. I had some leftover Vicky Bouton. I had some of this peach card, which I still don't know if I'm going to use yet. I found some letters. I backed it on a darker, slightly darker peachy that's similar to some of those flowers. And then I found a dark one, which I still hadn't decided whether I was going to what if I went over the top with... Okay, so let's just have a little bit of a... Let's use a bit more scrap here, right? Let's go like this. That underneath, I'll pop that back in the scrap bag after. Let's see what our flowers look like. I want to pop them like this because that's kind of how I took the actual... Before I stick anything down, I need to get out the letters. And my title on this page is I'm gonna do white on that dark background. That's an N, there was an A on here that I'll have to put some tape on, I reckon. And I had another N on this button. Right. It's not very often I pop the title downwards, so that's okay. So we can go over that way a bit more. Because I've got, and that will look quite good with that there. Right, so let's get those bits stuck down. I have got, this was a embellishment made by Sharon for one of our embellishment mini swaps. And it's a happy birthday. Now, there is a reason I'm putting this on this flower. This flower, I'll tell you as I start sticking down, is of a carnation that in May, when it's Mother's Day here in Australia, I always knew when it was Mother's Day, it was Nan's birthday, right? So my Nan loved carnations. Well, it was starting to get really, really difficult to actually get a bunch of carnations in May, because they don't actually flower in May. So what I did was I went to the nursery, like the flower nursery. I've just got some black ink that I'm just inking the edge a bit, making that ripped more. And I found a carnation to plant. Nan didn't have a lot of garden because she was in a unit. And it was, you know, it would be the right size for her garden that, you know, Mum and my sister and I and my aunt would take, you know, in turns to, every time we went up, make sure that the weeds, it was weeded for her and things like that. And so for Nan's birthday and Mother's Day, I bought her this carnation. And that way she always had carnations in the garden. Let's stick this down first so I know I've got enough room. So we're going to go in the middle, aren't we? So we'll go about there. This may need a bit of tape. And so she had it all the time then. I just bought her little bits and pieces for her birthdays and stuff after that, because she had her carnation that flowered then when it was meant to. And when my nan passed away, and we had to go and clean out the unit, I helped my mum. And Mum said, well, there's one thing that you haven't got yet, and that's the carnation. And I went, you're allowed to do that, because it was part of a, I can't explain what it was here in northern Tasmania. It was called Cosgrove Park, and it was for the older folk. There was a home there if they needed it, but otherwise there was lots of little units that they rented. I'm getting stuck everywhere. And Mum said yes. She said, I've brought the little spade. Dad gave me that to bring, and we're digging the carnation up. I was a bit, you know, thrown back, because I thought, well, how's that fair to everyone else? And Mum said, Nan said you were to have that, and she passed away because you bought it for her and you were to have it. Oh no, okay, right. So I dug it up and I planted it at my place. And every time we have moved, I have dug it up and brought it with me. I have not left it. And it flowers every year without fail. It's not looking too healthy, but it is still going. I don't know how long carnation plants are meant to go for, but this carnation plant is still in my garden and flowering to this day. Not many flowers, but it's got a few. I've had to protect it from things trying to eat it. And so I wanted to document this with these colourings. The blue hasn't come up as well as I had wanted. But this was a special flower. It's not the peach colours, but in the actual petals, that's very deceiving colour. It's a reddy pink, but down in the actual petals is peach. It is a very varying colours in it. So it's called Nan. I've got that. Lots of letters done. I cleaned up my desk the other day, people. Now, I had a few little, like, garden things I wanted to pop in. I'm not going to do, now those colours aren't going to go, so that's out. I am just going to do some blue and peachy flower hearts. And that's all the embellishing I'm going to do for this. Got another little one of those. Yes, I do. Alright, that's my embellishing done, which I'll pop back into the... Alright, so let's get this down so we know where that's going. This is actually, these and the hearts is from Scrapbook Fantasies. Now, for Scrap Timber, the 12 by 12 pattern paper that I've used is actually this one here, this wood grain. I thought I'm going to use it because I don't like it much, and it's getting used, and I'm going to ink all over it, and we'll splatter with blue to bring more of that blue in. And I'm one of those people where there's lots of people that, you know, say you've got to have the 3 embellishment clusters, etc., etc. Do as many as you want. If you think it looks good to your page, do it that way. Yeah, I like how that is. Stick down, and then I'm going to pop this up on foam. We'll do that on actual foam tape because there's enough there, and I'll go right across. Right, like that. Thank you, Sharon, for this one. Oh, to me it looks like it's for a little girl's page, but in actual fact it kind of went well and meant more going on this page, because I loved Nan. Nan and my art meant a lot to me, and my Nan especially. My Nan, if we were naughty, my sister and I, and we had been really naughty for Mum, she would then get us in the car and would say, "Where are we going?" She said, "Round to see Nan." And we knew instantly, oh crap, we're in trouble. So my sister and I would brace ourselves, and we'd walk in and Nan would start, "You girls haven't been behaving yourselves. Stop arguing with each other and start doing what you're meant to do." We were more scared of Nan than we were of Mum. And we knew she meant business. And it's taking me, I can't tell you how many years this has been. I'm just trying to think. Darren and I have been married 24 years. Kylie got married, so it's probably been 22 years since she passed. And I bought this way before that, the carnation, and it's still going. So it's still going, that good carnation. So let's pop some of these blue Diamantes on here. And I'm actually just doing a layout that I want to do today. I'm not following a sketch. I'm going with the colours that are on the mood board, which is the peaches, this blue. So this peach and this blue are what's in the actual mood board. And then the flowers in the hearts are actually on the mood board as well. These colours are from the mood board. I actually like how this has turned out. There's little peach colours on there. And that, everybody, is my layout done. And this is for the Colour Craze. My daughter's there clapping her hands at me. I haven't done these photos since I took them. Or since, yeah, it's been a long time, so they're getting done finally. So there you go. Thank you everyone for watching. If you think you might like to have a go at something like this, it is just with scraps and one piece of 12 by 12 paper. Gutted another 12 by 12 cardstock out, but I can use that as then being base over a pattern paper. So pop those back into the scraps bin, and that's what I've done. Just the rest is scraps and embellishments that I've already had on my desk, which I cleaned my desk up, by the way. So that's pretty good. Don't clap your hands at that either. Now, at the same time, if you do like what I've come up with, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be really great. Thank you so very much. Very appreciative. I will pop down below in the description box the YouTube channels for MK and Janet, and have a look at the layouts that they've come up with the colours that they've used, as well as the playlist and Facebook group for Scraptember. In fact, I'll put both those ladies' Facebook groups on as well, because I think they've got, oh, I know Janet does, an album that you can go and have a go at some of these mood boards, come up with something and pop it in the album. So yeah, so we'll all have a go at that and see what we can come up with. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate you all for being here. If you're new to my channel, I do hope that you do consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. And when you go and check the ladies out down below, if you're not subscribed to them already, please do. It doesn't cost to subscribe, like, or comment to anyone on YouTube. And just by doing all those 3 things, it helps that person grow their channel immensely. So there you go. Thank you everyone. I'll see you all. Oh, we need to do splatters. Let's do the splatters. Gotta do the splatters. I'll go there first. I forgot the splatters.
Got the splatters.
I know, Danina. Are you gonna just repeat everything? I know I got it on that photo. My daughter's here being, you know, talking. I'll get it off the photo with what you call a paper towel. That's going to stain on my photo. Oh, that's a bit better. Doesn't matter if it goes there. It's off my photo now. That'll do. Excellent. So I'll see you all in the next one. Happy scrapping, stay safe, and bye for now.